So what are we looking at in Q1 in terms of that GDP number then?
We actually expect a recession.
You do.
So, for instance, with the ERU, we expected 1.7 for Q4. The numbers were actually 1.6, so we're actually much more pessimistic than what the numbers were. We're in the process of revising down a forecast beyond the coronavirus, because obviously we have revised down a China forecast that has got to have a loop effect. So we expect Chinese growth to be around 5.4%, assuming things settle down by end of March. If it goes beyond that,
to settle end of March. Okay.
Pretty much. If that doesn't happen, obviously our numbers for Japan will be going down much further as well.
Wow, I can kind of see you with a little bit of surprise in your face there, Bhaskar. I mean, do you think investors have priced that kind of reality in?
Absolutely not. No, I mean, I don't think the market's pricing that kind of a decline. I think the market's pricing in a decline for sure. I think a little bit more in Japan than in China, to be honest, because there's always expectation that the Chinese stimulus is going to come in and fill the gap. So hopefully that you're positively surprised and not negatively.
Yeah, no, but what do you expect in the way of fiscal stimulus? Because we've been talking about how on the monetary side, Japan is more limited. Can the fiscal side save the day here?
Actually, fiscal side is the reason why they had to raise the tax. So they had to raise the tax because the debt's actually going off the limits. It's one of the highest out there in the world, which is the reason why they had to raise the consumption tax. So yes, they have come up with some measures such as making early education and higher education free, but there's only enough they can do. They have made certain exemptions that tourists will be exempted from paying the higher taxes in certain instances. If you make purchases online, if you make cashless payments, then you'll be exempted from the higher tax too. To be fair, if you look at the balance sheet and if you look at the numbers, Japan is actually spending more than it'll be raising in terms of the additional tax revenue. But this is only temporary.
Do you think, looking back, that the government got it wrong, at least with their expectations of the sales tax hike, or at least in terms of how quickly there would be a rebound in consumption?
I think they didn't factor in the coronavirus. They did factor in.
Did we?
Pretty much, exactly. This was completely out of the blue because there was no great time to raise a tax. If you look at past instances from 2014 or 90s or even in 89 when they first introduced the tax, the economy did suffer. So they knew there was going to be some impact. It's just that they didn't expect it to be that severe because the Japanese government, compared to the past instances, did take a lot of different measures. So cashless payments, again, tax-free. A lot of other measures such as these, or they also have staggered it. For instance, if you buy groceries, if you buy other items such as newspapers, they're exempted from these high taxes. So the government has a lot of measures, just that it didn't expect the future to be that grim.
Hi, I'm Emily Tan, and thanks for watching CNBC. You can check out more of our videos by clicking on the boxes on the screen, and don't forget to subscribe to the channel for more. Thanks for watching.